All right. You're listening to 89.7 WTBR-FM Pittsfield and watching on Pittsfield Community Television. This is WTBR's In the Key of. My name is Mike Duffy. A precedent has been set. I'm very happy to be here on WTBR's In the Key of. I was telling the crew, I think last time I was on WTBR was at Taconic High School. That's where I teach. So I'm happy to be here now playing music. I'm going to do all originals for you, actually. This first one I wrote with a friend of mine, Lindsay Ann, another amazing musician. This song is called Drive. Hold the wheel and stay in drive, breathe in the breeze, we are loud. Though we fear we lost our minds, we're seeing where that road goes, where it stops, no one knows. Headlights on and make them shine. Open roads and open hearts, where it ends is where it starts. It's scary, yes, but change is bound to stay. We have nothing else to lose, and everything's a game. We packed our bags, we got them ready in a minute. She never said where we were going, but I knew that we were in it. Ripped up red flags, burning everything inside. Didn't stop to think if I would miss all we left behind. When there's skeletons in closets, it don't help to shut that door. I know you stamp your feet until them bones rattle to the floor. And now the road is open, sky is clear, there ain't no need to fear. And hold the wheel and stay in drive, breathe in the breeze, we are loud. Though we fear we lost our minds, we're seeing where that road goes, where it stops, no one knows. Headlights on and make them shine. Open roads and open hearts, where it ends is where it starts. It's scary, yes, but change is bound to stay. We have nothing else to lose, and everything's a game. Found my old 6-string in the corner of the attic. I thought I'd lost it long ago, never knew that I still had it. The chords still ring, and it plays pretty well. And though it was forgotten, it's got stories left to tell. When there's skeletons in closets, it don't help to shut that door. Stamp your feet until them bones rattle to the floor. And now the road is open, sky is clear, there ain't no need to fear. And hold the wheel and stay and drive, breathe in the breeze, we are loud. Though we fear we lost our minds, we're seeing where that road goes, where it stops, no one knows. Headlights on and make them shine. Open roads and open hearts, where it ends is where it starts. It's scary, yes, but change is bound to stay. We have nothing else to lose, and everything's a game. open hearts. Where it ends is where it starts. It's scary, yes, but change is bound to stay. We have nothing else to lose and everything to gain. That song's called Drive. So that one started out as a part of another song, actually, that I think I might play for you later on. And I shared the lyrics with my friend Lindsay, and without any melody or chords, and she was like, oh, she sent me back a recording and said, I think this is how those lyrics sound. I went, oh, that is not the direction I thought it was going to go, but I now love where this song went. Love the official PCTV mug. So my next tune is one that actually just got released today on Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming platforms. If you just look up Mike Duffy, you will see me. The song is dedicated actually to my fiancée, whose birthday it is. As I'm recording this, her birthday is today. This song goes out to just anybody who meets somebody else and tries to go through that process in their minds to figure out, is this person, you know, gonna kill me in my sleep, or is this person actually okay? And you go through all those tough questions over the span of a few months. But when you meet somebody during a global pandemic and you're kind of forced to just cohabitate and get those questions out of the way right away, you just ask the tough questions as soon as possible. So this song commemorates that conversation. That song is called All Ears, meaning I'm all ears. Tell me more. Big shout out to the producer of this song, Brendan Cowdrey, a great friend of mine. Made this song sound great. So check it out on Spotify if you get a chance. Know the tracks span on forever. Know the trains in for nasty weather. Razor cups as it passes by. You know we can't go chasing sunsets if we're scared of the dark that tells the clouds roll in. It's time to go inside. On the couch, the rain pours down. We got some things to talk about. You think someday you might want kids? What is the lowest point that you hit? Any old flame still burning? Are you yearning for something else? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? No, cut that out and tell me your fears. The future starts from right here. Finish your beer, and I am all ears. Know the waves fill in our footsteps, and the tide grabs, it pulls against us, and the sand, it starts stinging our eyes. Oh, the dunes provide no cover, so we both glance at each other to the stairs. We find a place to hide. The wind picks up. She fills my cup. We got some things to discuss. You think someday you might want kids? What is the lowest point that you hit? Any old flame still burning? Are you yearning for something else? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Cut that out and tell me your fears. The future starts from right here. Finish your beer, and I am all ears. Sometimes I wake when she's just coming in. Why would we wait for these conversations to begin. You think someday you might want kids. What is the lowest point that you've hit? Any old flame still burning, are you yearning for something else? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Cut that out and tell me your fears. The future starts from right here. Finish your beer and I am on his. Oh, I'm on his. That's called All Ears. It's about getting the tough conversations out of the way right away. I have a costume change for this next song. So a lot of the things that I like to write about are actual places, bars and restaurants, Berkshire County settings. This next tune is about probably one of my favorite Berkshire County settings. There's a winery in Richmond. It's called Balderdash. It's where a lot of actually big events in my life have occurred. So why not commemorate some of those in a song? I made it a challenge for myself to try to fit as many of the wine vintages in this song, and they've got some interesting ones. So their tagline is "Wicked Wines and Tall Tales." Shout out to Donna and Christian. You'll hear your shout out in the song as well. Donna and the wine guy. But this song just was inspired to me by In Vino Veritas, just in wine there is truth, and this song is called Truth. All that I could mumble was a balderdash, and all the truth poured in this glass. Oh, it's rushing me way too fast. I gotta face tomorrow, and all the good times that never last, and what is buried in my past, and from the stories they bump and clash, and from the power I will borrow. Let's trade Sonoma sunsets for New England views, the pieces of an old barn now built anew, music in the floorboards still echoes through. Let's raise a toast to all that Donna and the wine guy grew. All that I could mumble was a balderdash, and all the truth I poured in this glass. And oh, it's rushing me way too fast. And oh, I gotta face tomorrow, and all the good times that never last, and what is buried in my past, and all these stories do bump and clash, from the power I will borrow. They're gonna take a joyride back in time. There was a tiny big word on both their minds. She was courageous to say it first, and we will find we cannot even blame it solely on the wine. All that I could mumble was a balderdash, and all the truth poured in this glass. And oh, it's rushing me way too fast. I gotta face tomorrow, and all the good times that never last, and what is buried in my past, and all the stories do bump and clash, from the power I will borrow. Bowing down, crown on the ground. Stop with the whining, not a good sound. Giraffe on a mash, get off of your ass. You're a killjoy, time's going fast. You'll never quench or get out of the trench. Poison, you're thirsty on the liar's bench. Stick with the truth, you know what to do. Roll up your pants for the fruit of the boo. Let's pass back through the toll booth. Invincible, illuminating brake lights that never stop. We know it takes a village, support from all. Once you take truth serum, you'll lower all your odds. All that I can mumble was a balderdash, and all the truth that poured in this glass. Oh, it's rushing me way too fast. I gotta face tomorrow, and all the good times that never last. And what is buried in my past, and all the stories to bump and clash. From the power, from the power, from the power I will borrow. That song's called Truth. That's a love song to Balderdash Winery. Yeah, a lot of good things happened at that winery. But Donna and Christian, they do a great job. They've built such a phenomenal community, so figured I'd capture that community, that work ethic, and that passion in a song. So if you hear that, Donna and Christian, that one was for you. Many of these songs are very new and have pretty much just recently been written, so hoping to make them through and do them as well as I can. So I was saying at the beginning of the show that last time I was on WTBR was when it was housed in Taconic High School. And I miss it a lot there, but I'm happy to be here. I got the vinyl behind me. This is awesome. So I'm an English teacher, and one of the classes that I teach is called The Search for Values. And so we read a memoir at the start of the year by former Daily Show host Trevor Noah. And we learned all about his life and his struggles, and we used that as an exemplar for personal writing. But I taught my students how to also read through various lenses and unpack literature in that way, from whether it's from a feminist perspective or a race lens, an ecological lens, what have you. So one of my students actually gave me the idea and said, you should make us write some poetry, and we should write from a certain lens, and then our peers should guess which lens we're writing from. I said, that sounds great. Why don't we just turn that into our final project for the book? So we did. And I wanted to do a project too, so I said, you know what, I will write a song. And one of my students that I currently have says, well, I could help with that song. I can record some electric guitar. I said, great, that'll be your project. So you do the electric guitar that matches best with the themes and the emotions of the chapter that we read, and I'll call that your project, and we'll collaborate on it. So the two of us, we just recorded that in February, and that should be coming out probably in early May on all streaming platforms and services. And so this goes out to Trevor Noah, and it pays respect to Trevor Noah's mother, who went through just so many experiences and never lost her faith. So this goes out to Trevor and Patricia Noah. When he was going through the tough times, he lived in a garage for a while, got really good at sleeping in cars, and that was the idea of the backdrop for this song. He said, American cars are really good, Mercedes were great to sleep in, so the song is called Praying for Mercedes. And shout out to Anthony Bonneville, Union Street Studios. He recorded this one. Like I said, it'll be out everywhere early May. Mama's working on a new ride. She pops the stubborn hood and pours all that is good to building up a new life. He's just misunderstood. She says with time it could turn out more than alright, except for what he took. But she's too blinded to look from staring into headlights. On me this curse is put. I never thought I would see these cars come in and out of my life. Which is best, to spend another long night sold out home. Here is where we reside. These damn seats just don't fit right. So I'm praying for Mercedes. There's room enough for me to rest my head. I'm begging for a day, please. This place will cease to be my bed. My thoughts drive through the night. My engine ignites. Mama's working hard to provide, saving what you can. It's getting hard to stand what's for supper sometimes. Worms will fill my bowl, and I can't take no more of how much we have sacrificed. I'll drink it all away, there's nothing I can say to change the course of her mind. On me this curse is put. I never thought I would see these cars come in and out of my life. Which is best, to spend another long night sold out home. Here is where we reside. These damn seats just don't fit right. So I'm praying for Mercedes. There's room enough for me to rest my head. I'm begging for a day, please. This place will cease to be my bed. My thoughts drive through the night. My engine ignites. Whoa, shadow pattern on the windshield changed it all. No, what's the price to save her life? Mama taught us how to survive. She is more than able, lifeline sure and stable, heart would never flatline. A bullet should be fatal, she would remain faithful. So I'm praying for Mercedes. There's room enough for me to rest my head. I'm begging for a day, please. This place will cease to be my bed. My thoughts drive through the night. My engine ignites. Praying for Mercedes. Big shout out to Zach Farina in my senior English class. When that one comes out, listen to his electric guitar on that song. It is absolutely phenomenal. And he's about to graduate high school and is far cooler than I ever was. That was Praying for Mercedes. Oh yeah, I had another costume change. So keeping the theme going about singing about places. I had the pleasure of going to Ireland over the summer with family, and I ended up in Dingle on the tour that we were on. And I learned that Dingle is a hub for musicians and all of the sorts. So I said, all right, I want to find a place to play. So I did. I found a pub and they had a session there. There was a guitar that I could use, and just the various characters that I met formed the perfect cast to be featured in a song. So this song is called The Dancin' Pint, and I was sitting there playing my guitar and watching everybody else play along, and the tiny tables that they had the pint glasses on, they just started to sway around, and I was like, my pint is gonna fall, but it never did. It was just swirling around. So this song is called The Dancing Pint. This one just came out as well on Spotify, Apple Music, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Check it out wherever you stream your music. I think you're going to love it. It's definitely one you can clap along to. Find a place to play in Dingo Bay, and we see the bright blue bar. Find us playing right in the window bay is a tattered old guitar. I went inside to ask the owner, is it free to use? He says it's our session loaner, if you can get the thing in tune. Then Luke comes with his banjo, sets the rules and the pace. If there's a tune that you don't know, kinda sit it out and wait. In Elegans, a song begins, the glass is in the air, the smell of Guinness pouring in as people hush and stare. And then the grim, they're taking him and start a drum and beat. The tables spin and it's coming from the rhythm of their feet. And the dancing pints sway round and round and they never fall to the floor. And the clapping hands and the voices sounding far beyond the shore. Proudly singing songs of home around the swinging microphone. There's Brendan with his squeeze box, takes the pumping of the crowd. The laughter spreads when he walks, telling stories all around. With his fiddle, young Jack enters, such passion when he plays. But he also joins the banter and the jokes about his age. When he listens to my accent, his face lights up with glee. Though I'm not old enough to have it, let's hear Tennessee whiskey. In Elegans, a song begins, the glass is in the air, the smell of Guinness pouring in as people hush and stare. And then they grin, they're taking in and start a drum and beat. The tables spin and it's coming from the rhythm of their feet. And the dancing pints sway round and round and they never fall to the floor. And the clapping hands and the voices sounding far beyond the shore. And proudly singing songs of home around the swinging microphone. When a Frenchman hears the flute play from the stunning Caroline, he's reminded of the old days, the tears form in his eyes. Now sitting in the corner, one last player high, the instrument appears from nowhere, much to everyone's surprise. When Catherine plucks her heartstrings, you'll never see a frown. The sound tugs at your heartstrings, singing Star of the County down. In elegance, the song begins. The glass is in the air, the smell of Guinness pouring in as people hush and stare. And then they grin, they're taking it, and start a drum and beat. The tables spin and it's coming from the rhythm of their feet. And the dancing vine sweep round and round and never falls to the floor. And the clapping hands and the voices sounding far beyond the shore. They're proudly singing songs of home around the swinging microphone. When you find yourself in Dingo Bay, just look for the bright blue bar. There is magic in that window, babe, if you come from near or far. Whoa. If you're ever in Dingle, look up the bar, Nelligan's. Great Irish music every night. I had a blast there. Looking at the time, I think I am out of time if it is supposed to be at a hard half hour. But I was so honored to be here on WTBR. My name is Mike Duffy. If you like what you heard today, please feel free to check out Mike Duffy on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your stuff. My tunes are there. Give them a listen. Yeah, I've had such a great time playing today, and I definitely hope to come back and do this again soon. Have a wonderful evening or wonderful morning, whatever time of day it is for you. Take care.